Hey, happy Monday. This is Beth Knaus from That's a Spade Copywriting Services, and I am bringing you your Monday Minute for you to think about as you go through the week. And I was thinking about how things start to get a little challenging in these next 6 to 8 weeks. Holidays or family visiting or vacations or whatever it is you have on your calendar. And we can get distracted and we're interrupted. And so sometimes it can be pretty challenging to focus on any writing that you have to do, even if it's just, for journaling or gratitude writing or whatever that you need to do. And of course, writing for your business. So, one of my favorite types of writing is observational writing. And we are going to have a lot of opportunity to observe, right? Whether it's you go in a few weeks to pick out your Christmas tree and you can observe other families or people who are there getting theirs and what are they doing and how do they interact, or the tension that's going to build in the grocery store, which we will probably be all subjected to at some point. And if you're not, you'll be subjected to the shopping frenzy that follows that for gifts. But my point is that everything around you that you can stop and step back and just take in for a minute gives you the opportunity to observe and have thoughts that you can capture, right? So whether you're writing content for your business or whether you are writing stories or essays or anything like that, observing other humans gives you writing material, right? You can see certain behaviors. You can see different levels of energy or color and movement. There's all kinds of things around you when you're observing. My favorite thing is to observe either in a coffee shop or in a restaurant. And like many things, when we sit down to write, I'm very much about the senses. What can you smell? What can you taste? What can you hear? What can you feel? Ooh, I'm missing one. What can you hear? Right? In all of those situations. So, if you find yourself having a hard time coming up with things to post on social media or write blogs about, it's very simple to just kind of observe situations that you're in the next few weeks. Even if it's outside in the weather or out in nature, and sensing the difference between nature and what it's like at, a holiday party, or there's just so much that we can be exposed to. And of course, this time around, many of us are really trying to concentrate on how we choose where we're going to go and what we're going to be surrounded with. So sometimes observation helps with that too. It also brings you into the moment. It helps you, kind of not compare, but balance against reality of what's happening in your life or in your business. So it's a really great thing to just have a little notebook and a pen in your purse or pocket or backpack that you can kind of pull down or pull out and make some notes in, or, make some notes on your phone, or as you leave a place. If you're in a public place, you could, as you leave, record on your phone some things that you saw and then reflect on them later. And of course, reflection is the next step, obviously, of observation. Here's the other thing I like about it is that many times we go back, right, to how we were taught to write. And oftentimes people will say to me, oh, I majored in, art history. I majored in literature. I majored in English because I wanted to teach. And those are all really valid and wonderful things, but they're not necessarily things that set you up to write persuasive language for sales or for marketing, although it gives you an excellent base. And so for those people who don't necessarily have that attraction to English or writing, I think that, observation can be very basic. You can just write words down for things that you see. You can just write fragmented sentences. You don't have to write, prolific prose, paragraph after paragraph. It's not a poem. You're just really taking in details and writing down which details stand out to you. And here's another bonus. You can take this a step further. If you are out with someone else and you're both in a situation where you're observing something, it's so cool to see what the other person will write down that they observed, because you will not observe the same things and definitely won't describe them in the same way. So I urge you to keep your mind going as far as developing content or writing or anything that you need to do for your business along the way that has to do with language, that you give observations a try. They're a really great exercise. And I'd love to hear if you try it and how it goes for you. So I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Monday.